Okay, we have Kabir Dakata in the studio. He's the Director General, Kano Signage and Advertisement Agency. He joins me now to look at the new developments in the NNPP. Thanks so very much for coming on Newsnight. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great. I mean, what is this new political wave, you know, in other parts of the polity? What we're seeing is the alliance, people leaving the PDP, leaving the APC and other parties to form the ADC. But in Kano State, the reverse seems to be the case. Rather, people are pouring into the NNPP. The Kwankwaso movement is still strong and loud, right?
Yeah. That cannot be unconnected with the transformative leadership that the state is witnessing under the leadership of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of the state, Alhaji Abba Kabir Yusuf. It is a people-centered government with a focus on human capital development and infrastructural development. I'm sure you've witnessed it recently, just 4 to 5 days ago. NECO result was released and Kano became the first position ahead of all the 35 states and FCT. And that is not an effortless achievement, because if you look at the educational reforms and the investments by this administration, just in June 2024, His Excellency declared state of emergency on education. In 2025, he allocated 31% of the state budget to education. And if you look at the massive renovations of schools, recruitment of teachers, training of teachers, distribution of uniforms, in January 2025 alone, 1 million set of uniforms distributed to school children. So all this, if you look at health sector, free MNCH services, renovation and upgrade of hospitals, major hospitals, including primary health care in the state. If you look at social welfare and empowerment, every month, 5,500 women being empowered with startup capital. You understand? Look at the pensioners. Pensioners whose lives were suffocated by Ganduji, now be rescued by His Excellency Engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf. 22 billion naira released to settle their gratuity and other entitlement. In 8 years of Ganduje, he paid them less than 10 billion naira, with about 1/3 of that amount sent back as kickback. So that is why you see people, even those in the opposition, they are ashamed to be opposing the government, because you can be an APC chieftain in the state, but when you go back home, your wife, your children are supporters of this administration, are members of Kwankwaso. So they are finding it difficult to remain in the opposition. They have no option but rather to join the Kwankwaso movement to support the administration of Abba Kabir Yusuf.
Yeah, but that's not to say that the Kwankwaso movement or the NNPP does not have its own internal wrangling. Only about a fortnight ago, Honorable Abdul Mumin Jubril was said to have been expelled from the party because he was owing dues and the rest. And we had another factional leader of the NNPP reversing that expulsion. What do you say about that?
Two things. Yeah. There's no division in NNPP. There's one solid leadership. And in Kano State, the chairman of the party is Dr. Hashim Dungurawa. And the exit of Abdulmumin Jibril Kopa is to show you that there is discipline in the party. This man was given a mandate to go and represent the people of Kiru and Bebeji. Instead of doing what he was sent to do, he was there trying to negotiate the fate of the party and the Kwankwaso movement to the ruling party. He was there wanting to sell the entire movement.
But even Kwankwaso seems to be giving condition to the APC. I mean, that if he's going to move.
He said his doors are open. And that is to tell you that he's man of the people. If at the end of the day, he believes that his goals, his political goals, cannot be achieved alone. We have seen it in this country that to, set aside differences is the number one, sacrifice a politician needs to make.
He refused to do that in 2023 when it was being wooed to come and be running.
Because we saw the chances.
To come and be running mates to Peter Obi. He came a distant fourth or fifth in that election and the rest.
The highest unfairness you can do to Kwankwaso and the Kwankwasia movement is to judge him based on the 2023 presidential election result.
Why would that be?
Even Kwankwaso himself, when he went to cast his vote on the day of election, he could not recognize the political party on the ballot. The party was misplaced, and the logo of the party was not well placed. But let me tell you one thing, whether we like it or not, Kwankwaso is a strong politician in Nigeria. And like you said, 2023, we saw the chances of him becoming the next president of the country. And likewise, now we are hoping and we are working, but that does not mean we cannot form alliance with other movements. So just tell me one politician today that has the followership like that of Kwankwaso.
If you're going to form, if NNPP is going to form an alliance, where do you think the pendulum is going to swing?
I don't know.
Is it going to be to the ruling?
We are even the pendulum. Where we swing, we will get it at the end of the day. Kwankwaso and the Kwankwasia movement, as it is today in Nigeria, we are the pendulum. Wherever we swing, they get it at the end. Because let me tell you, people underrate Kwankwaso. They undermine him. They say it's only Kano that he controls. Is Kano only? Buhari in 2011, when he formed his CPC, is it not only Nasarawa State that they produced the state governor? And the number of members of the National Assembly NNPP has today, CPC of 2011, they don't have those members. But people will say it's only Kano. Okay, tell me the requirements of any president produced in this country, in this Fourth Republic, from 1999 to date, that Kwankwaso does not possess the requirement. Before he became a president, tell me one president. He was a former deputy president, speaker
of the House,
former governor, 8 years, former minister, former senator, so many things. No president produced in this Fourth Republic that has the credentials, that has the qualifications of Kwankwaso. But people will be saying, oh no, it's only Kano that he controls. Okay, let us go to 2027. People will see who Kwankwaso is.
Where the pendulum will really
swing. We are the
right?
pendulum. Where we swing, get it at the end of the day.
All right, thank you so very much. I love that. Kabiru Dakata is the Director General, Kano State Signage and Advertisement Agency.
Thank you.
CASA, like
thank you
said.
very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.